Hey there, Bond fans. Welcome back to Yusof Reacts, where we dive deep into the world of action, espionage, and cinematic legends. Today, we're talking about one of the most grounded and thrilling Bond films for your eyes only from 1981. Buckle up, because this mission is going to be unforgettable. After the wild gadgets and sci-fi feel of Moonraker, the Bond franchise took a hard pivot back to its roots. For Your Eyes Only is all about realistic espionage, intense action, and a story grounded in Cold War intrigue. The movie begins with a somber tone, paying tribute to Bond's late wife, Tracy. Then, we're thrust into the plot. A British spy ship sinks, and it's up to 007 to retrieve a top-secret missile command system called the Attack before it falls into the wrong hands. The plot is classic Bond, spanning breathtaking locations from Greece to Italy, packed with villains, double crosses, and daring escapes. But what makes this film stand out is its balance of grit and glamour. And let's not forget the iconic car chase where Bond drives a tiny Citroën to CV. Who says you need a gadget-packed Aston Martin to pull off an epic escape? Roger Moore is back as Bond, and this time, he brings a more serious edge to the role. Carol Bouquet shines as Melina, a Bond girl with her own vendetta and remarkable strength. And then there's Julian Glover as the smooth-talking villain Christos, calculated and cold. Did you know? This is the only Bond movie where Roger Moore performs a significant amount of his own stunts. And the famous cliff scene? That was filmed on a real location in Meteora, Greece. Talk about dedication. For Your Eyes Only is a reminder that Bond isn't just about gadgets and explosions. It's about espionage, survival, and personal stakes. This film stripped away the excess and gave us a grounded, gripping adventure. Secret Service agent James Bond is assigned to find a missing British vessel, equipped with a weapons encryption device, and prevent it from falling into enemy hands. After disposing of a familiar-looking face, Bond is sent to recover a communication device, known as an ATAC, which went down with a British spy ship as it sunk. Bond must hurry though, as the Russians are also out for this device. On his travels, he also meets Melina Havelock, whose parents were brutally murdered. Bond also encounters Aristotle Christatos and Milos Colombo. Each of them are accusing the other of having links with the Russians. Bond must team up with Melina, solve who the true ally is, and find the ATAC before it's too late. Blofeld is alive and tries to kill Bond by trapping him inside a remote-controlled helicopter. But Bond manages to take control back, locate Blofeld, and attack him with the helicopter. The British information-gathering vessel spyboat St. George's, which holds the automatic targeting attack communicator ATAC, the system used by the Ministry of Defense to communicate with and coordinate the Royal Navy's fleet of Polaris submarines, is sunk after accidentally trawling an old naval mine in the Ionian Sea. MI6 agent James Bond Roger Moore is ordered by the Minister of Defense, Sir Frederick Grey Jeffrey Keane, and MI6 Chief of Staff, Bill Tanner James Villiers, to retrieve the ATAC before the Soviets, as the transmitter could order attacks by the submarine's Polaris ballistic missiles. Q. Desmond Llewellyn, Miss Moneypenny Lois Maxwell, the head of the KGB, General Gogol Walter Gotell, has also learned of the fate of the St. George's and already notified his contact in Greece. A marine archaeologist, Sir Timothy Havelock Jack Headley, who had been asked by the British to secretly locate the St. George's, is murdered with his wife by a Cuban hitman, Hector Gonzalez Stefan Khalifa. Hector was identified by Timothy's daughter Melina. Hector was the pilot who flew Melina into her parents' yacht. Bond goes to Spain to find out who hired Gonzalez. While spying on Gonzalez Villa, Bond is captured by his men, but manages to escape as Gonzalez is killed by a crossbow bolt. Outside, he finds the assassin was Melina Havelock Carol Bouquet, the daughter of Sir Timothy, and the two escape together. With the help of Bond, Q uses computerized technology to identify the man Bond saw, paying off Gonzalez as Belgian underworld enforcer Emile Leopold Locke Michael Gothard, a Belgian hired assassin known by his octagonal-rimmed glasses, and then goes to Locke's possible base in Cortina, Italy. There Bond meets his contact, Luigi Ferrara John Moreno, and a well-connected Greek businessman and intelligence informant, Aris Christados Julian Glover, who tells Bond that Locke is employed by Milos Colombo Topal. Known as the Dove in the Greek underworld, Christados' former resistance partner during the Second World War. But now Colombo is Christados' enemy and he convinces Bond to side with him. Bond finds Melina in Cortina and she is attacked by assassins. She tells Bond that she came because Bond messaged her, when he didn't. Bond convinces Melina to let him handle the case. After Bond goes with Christados' protege, figure skater Baby Doll Lynn Holly Johnson, to a biathlon course, a group of 3 men, which includes East German biathlete and KGB agent Erich Kriegler. John Wyman chases Bond, trying to kill him. Bond escapes and then goes with Ferrara to bid Baby farewell in an ice rink, where he fends off another attempt on his life by 3 men in ice hockey gear. Ferrara is killed in Bond's car with a dove pin in his hand. Bond then travels to Corfu in pursuit of Colombo. There, at the casino, Bond meets Christados and asks how to meet Colombo, not knowing that Colombo's men are secretly recording their conversation. After Colombo and his mistress, Countess Lissel von Schlaff Cassandra Harris, argue, Bond offers to escort her home with Christados' car and driver. The two then spend the night together. In the morning, Lissel and Bond are ambushed by Locke and his men, who run Lissel down, killing her. Bond is captured by Colombo's men before Locke can kill him. Colombo then tells Bond that Locke was actually hired by Christados, who was a double agent during the Resistance and is currently working for the KGB to retrieve the attack. To prove his accusation, Colombo and his crew take Bond on a raid on one of Christados' opium processing warehouses in Albania, where Bond encounters Locke and uncovers naval mines similar to the one that sank the St. George's, suggesting it was not an accident. After the warehouse is destroyed, Locke escapes, but Bond gives chase and kills him. Bond then rendezvous with Melina on her yacht. Using her father's daily log, they locate the St. George's and recover the attack from the wreckage. They are attacked relentlessly by Christados' men, first inside the submerged ship, whom Bond blows up with the explosive charge tied to the attack. And then when he and Melina get inside the 2-person mini-sub, they are again attacked by another mini-sub belonging to Christados. Bond manages to push the other mini-sub inside the submerged ship and escape. However, Christados is already waiting for them when they surface, and he takes the attack. After the two escape an assassination attempt through shark-infested waters, Melina spots an underwater hiding place with air pockets. They discover Christados' meeting point with the KGB with the help of Melina's parrot, Max, who was present when Christados discusses the meeting point with Kriegler, the KGB agent. With the help of Colombo and 4 of his men, Bond and Melina break into St. Cyril's, an abandoned mountaintop monastery. Bond climbs up the mountain face with climbing gear and then activates the basket system to pull the rest of his team up, including Colombo and Melina. As Colombo confronts Christados, Bond kills Kriegler. Bond retrieves the attack system and stops Melina from killing Christados after he surrenders. Christados tries to kill Bond with a hidden switchblade, but is killed by a knife thrown by Colombo. Gogol arrives by helicopter to collect the attack, but Bond throws it off the cliff, destroying it and declaring détente. Bond and Melina later spend a romantic evening aboard her yacht, when he receives a call from the Prime Minister in a cameo by Margaret Thatcher impersonator Janet Brown, leaving Max to flirt with the Prime Minister, much to the annoyance of Q, Gray, and Tanner. So, what do you think of For Your Eyes Only? Is it one of your favorite Bond films? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into cinematic classics. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.